Hi, I'm Carol Jurgensen Sheets, and I know that it can feel very daunting for either one of you to look towards restoration after an infidelity or problematic sexual event. And what I want to share with you is, as a coach, as well as a mental health therapist of 45 years, I know that you can chip away at this one skill at a time. So I'm going to encourage you to get out a notebook and write down for the next 21 days, I'm going to practice reflective listening. And I'm going to go knees to knees with my partner. And I'm going to look at their left eye, the window to the soul. And I'm going to talk very slowly. And I'm going to do more than that. I'm going to work on listening. As a betrayer, you really want the partner to feel heard. And that means you have to practice skills that allow her to know that she was heard. You were listening with laser focus. So again, maybe that one tip is knees to knees, hanging out. And when you communicate, other than being in the car, saying, hey, honey, come here and sit down. Let's face each other, knees to knees, and have a conversation. It would even help you if you save some time to do check-ins where she could begin to count on what you are professing to change. Another tip is when you decide that you are going to look at her left eye, the window to the soul. And every time you talk, you stare right at that left eye so that you're processing emotionality better. Now, what else can you do to show that you're really making a difference in your relational skills? You have to work on your sobriety skills, but then you equally have to work on relationship skills. That might be sharing with your spouse how you feel. And I always encourage you to keep it to one. Anger, sadness, loneliness, fear, or happiness. Everything else falls underneath. If you're irritated, you're angry. If you're annoyed, you're angry. If you're upset, you're probably sad, but you could be angry. Upset, disheartened, crestfallen, those all fall under sad. If you are feeling terror, you're afraid. If you are nervous, you're afraid. If you're anxious, you're afraid. See how all these feelings fall under the primary five. When we know that it's important to keep it simple, the tip of the week might be every day I'm going to share my feelings with my spouse and give at least 1, 2, or 3 reasons that I'm having that feeling. I got to get better at this. I got to get better at identifying my feelings so I can identify hers. Tip number 4 is to practice acknowledging the pain you caused. I want to acknowledge that even though we're having a great time, I caused all this pain that you went through. I want to acknowledge that it was really rough when we were at Sandy and Tom's, and that woman came into the party and she was scantily clad. I know you were worried that I would look at her, and I was worried that you were worried that I would look at her. When 2 people can talk about what's happened without having the partner bring it up, Wow, that scores lots of points in the safety arena of this journey. So you've heard about acknowledging the issue even before it comes up. And you've heard about validating your own feelings so that you can validate your spouse's. Now, I want you to take a look at your individual sobriety program and identify what's one more thing you could add or change to fine tune it and make it even more effective. And then let your spouse know what that is. That may be going to a meeting earlier than your normal meeting because you want to have more nighttime with your spouse. That might be increasing a meeting. That might be doing a face-to-face instead of the convenient Zoom meeting when you can multitask. You get the drift. It's the little changes that make a difference. And not only the safety that a partner feels, but in your own recovery, which provides you a lot of security. And I just appreciate you coming in, getting skills, and trying them on and out. You can make a difference, one skill at a time.